Hello, my gorgeous soul family, and welcome back to our channel. I have such a magical and juicy reading for you today. Your ex cannot stop thinking about you, and we're going to get to the bottom of what they're hiding. This is what they're hiding. This is my favorite style of video to make. This is a pick a card psychic reading, and I know you love these too. So before we go any further, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As always, it's completely free to subscribe. It helps keep these readings going, making them accessible to you. Like this video, drop a comment letting me know which of these decks is calling out your name. And also be sure to hit that notification bell. I do not want you to miss a single video because I have so many incredible ones that I am creating for you right now. If you don't yet know me, my name is Jules. I am the lead psychic at the Relationship Psychics. And it just warms my heart to make this content for you. To do these readings to help you tap into your own intuition and get these messages that you so deserve. I want to remind you, if you enjoy this reading, if you like my energy, if you want to work together even further, you can find me on our Mystica app. I will link it down below. And that's where you can chat with me one-on-one, ask all of your questions. We have the most amazing time on the app. So I hope to talk to you soon there. All right, now, without further ado, it is time for us to get started. Right now, I am just sending all my loving energy into all of these cards. And as I do this, I want you to take a nice deep breath. Breathe in through your nose, hold at the top, and release, letting the day go. This is your time for self-care. This is your time to open up to magic. I want you to tap into your heart. Put your hands on your heart. Feel your heart beating. Feel gratitude for this moment, no matter what you've been through in this day, in this year, in your whole life. You are watching this at the exact right moment. There is a message for you, and this is about coming home to yourself. This is about giving yourself that self-love and that self-care that a lot of us just don't make time for in our busy lives, and that's so understandable, but I'm so proud of you for being here. You are an amazing soul, and it's time to figure out what your ex is hiding. They cannot stop thinking about you. So take another nice deep breath. Doesn't that feel nice? And I want you to, again, tap into your heart, and I want you to see which of these three card piles calls out to you. Will it be number 1, number 2, or number 3? Don't overthink it, just trust your intuition. Now, once you've made your choice, you can skip ahead. I have some little chapters, so you can look below, you know exactly where to go. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or feel free to watch the whole video and just relax and enjoy this time. All right, let's begin. All right, group number 1, hello beautiful souls. You are here if you chose the cards that were right here on the left-hand side. So let's see what your ex is hiding, why they can't stop thinking about you, what messages need to come forward today. So the very first card that I want to show you says the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Look at this imagery. Look at these broken windows, this storm. There is a lot going on in your ex's life, and they are trying to hold it all together. When this card comes forward, it really does give me this feeling that they are swimming against the current, okay? It's like they know the right thing to do. They know that coming back to you and being together with you would be the right thing. It would be not necessarily easier, but it's where life has been pushing them. It's where their intuition has been guiding them. And yet, they continue to live in this state of fear and struggle and conflict. They're making things so much harder on themselves than they really need to. And look, if they just walked through this doorway, look at the sun shining through. Look at these beautiful flowers in bloom. They are clinging on to things that no longer serve them. And it's this really big inner battle. It's like they want to come home to you so badly, and they want you to know that. They want you to know that they are struggling. So even if it looks like they are having just a fine and dandy time, I need you to know that this is not the truth. They're really falling apart without you. They are feeling so much regret, so much hopelessness. and they're just caught in this big web of ego and pride and stubbornness, and they're about to reach a breaking point. The next card for group 1 is a message directly from your ex. It says, I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. There is something so powerful about this message. We see the crumbling, we see things falling apart, and they're hiding all of this. So if you've had sort of like a suspicion or an intuitive feeling that, I know it looks all rosy on the surface, but that's not the truth here. Like, there is something going on. I want to validate that you are so intuitive. You are picking up on it. They don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know what to do. I'm really seeing visions of somebody who goes alone in the dark and sort of cries themselves to sleep. They feel like they have built this life or this lie so big that they can't find their way out of it. And they're remembering all of your beautiful memories together, and it's incredibly overwhelming for them. I do love that there is this pathway, there is this opportunity towards peace, towards reunion, towards happiness, towards love. They just have to take that step, but that step feels so big to them right now. But they want to take that step. They want to be back with you more than anything. I feel that so strongly. The next card for group 1 regarding your ex who cannot stop thinking about you and what they are hiding is spiritual growth. I want to confirm that this time apart really is sacred. There are a lot of lessons that this person needs to learn. Spiritual growth is not easy. That's why they can't handle their emotions. That's why things are crumbling. But they are becoming a better version of themselves, and they're doing it with you in mind. There's a lot that this person went through in their past, in their childhood, in past relationships. I almost feel like there's trauma. I almost feel like there's just stuff that was never healed, never resolved, and they're finally facing these wounds right now. And so it's not easy, right? And it's sort of like they just want to be in the dark. See all this darkness around them? They just want to be in the dark. They just want to be alone. They just want to do this on their own so that they can come back to you and be the best version of themselves, because they really feel like you deserve that. I also get a sense that they're a little intimidated by you because you've done the spiritual growth. You are so intuitive. You are so empathic. You are so sensitive. You have done this beautiful work, and they know that they need to do that too. So they're taking this time right now and making these decisions to become better. Now, this is a very interesting card. It says, I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. I have chills as I see this because I really feel like they're staying away out of service to you. They know they're in this dark place. They know that they're emotional. They know that they need to grow. And it's like they don't want to drag you down into that space with them, even though you are so loving and caring and you would love nothing more than to walk with them through this. I just get this strong sense that they are looking out for you. It is in your best interests long term. I want to remind you that you are not forgotten when it comes to this person. They think of you constantly. You are inspiring this whole chapter, this whole journey in their lives. And I love that this little rose spells out the word love, because they really do still love you and care about you. I feel that without a doubt. And they're still protecting you even in this distance. The next card is apology. Okay, this ex knows that they owe you a huge apology. I really do feel like this haunts them. I feel like they have either said this out loud to the mirror, they repeat it in their head, they've written it on paper. They just want to say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for leaving so quickly. I feel like this is an ex that just things got cut off so fast. They know that you didn't deserve that. They know that you're worthy of the whole world. And they really do want to take accountability and responsibility. And I also love that this beautiful person is holding flowers. I feel like they want to give you flowers. They want to beg for forgiveness. They're just not quite there yet. They're still, as we've talked about, working through all of these things, really struggling, really having a hard time. But please know that they want to apologize, and they want you to know that you really didn't do anything wrong here. They're taking the weight of the blame for things falling apart. They really are. Okay, we also have the protection card. See how these people have their arms crossed in front of them? Okay. See how it's kind of an eclipse. In eclipse seasons, things shift, things change. You already know that. It's a powerful, intense time. Even if there's not a physical eclipse happening right now, this person is sort of going through their very own intimate eclipse season. And they're shutting out the world. They have their arms crossed. They don't want to let anybody in. They are protecting themselves. And like I said, they're also protecting you in a way. And I really do feel like they have a hard time even putting this into words. They just know that right now is their time to do this spiritual growth, to figure out how to handle their emotions, to, really reflect on the things that they did. And they want you to know that they're not staying away because they don't love you, because they don't miss you. It's really about something much deeper than that. It's their own journey. It's their own soul. They're protecting themselves and they're protecting you. We have another card here that says, I am running because I don't think I deserve you. We talked about this a little bit, okay? This ex looks at you and feels like you are just miles beyond them, whether, in the physical world, success, accomplishments, emotionally, spiritually. They really look at you like you are an angel, like you have figured so many amazing things out, and they just feel behind. They look at you and they're like, how could this person have loved me? Like they are on a whole other playing field. But you know that life doesn't work like that. You know that one of us isn't here and one of us isn't here. Like we're all on this same beautiful field, and they need to really work on their feelings of worthiness, their own inner confidence. I do feel insecurity here. And I do feel like they don't quite realize how amazing they are and what they really bring to the table. And that's what this time is all about. They're just figuring all these things out. And lastly, we have, I am scared of rejection. This ex is so worried that even if they heal, even if things improve, they will come to you and you will say, no, thank you. They have a lot of fear around this. And it's not that you ever rejected them. It's like other things in life, other people in life have rejected them. So they hold on to this concern. This is like the big message they want you to know. Don't even worry about rejection. I am scared. Your ex is scared. They are swimming in so many emotions. There is so much going on, but they are healing. And there is a message of hope here, okay? I don't want this to feel like the all hope is lost deck, because it truly isn't, okay? Look at this spiritual growth. Even in this darkness, this angel is coming forward with open arms, which is the opposite of this protection imagery, right? With open arms, radiating light. This is the direction your ex is heading in. There's also that beautiful doorway that they just need to take that step through. And there's all the sunshine. There's all the flowers. They want to apologize. They want to give you flowers. Like there's so much that is coming from this person. And really deep down, they just want you to know that they love you so much, that it really isn't you, it's them. I know that's a cliche, but that is like screaming from this reading. And I do feel that this person is going to reach out to you soon. So let's roll our dice. Let's see if there's a number that comes forward. It could be the number of days, the number of weeks that we will hear from them. Okay, 11 days or 11 weeks. I'm actually feeling like it's more like 11 days or the 11th of the coming month. So keep an eye out for the number 11. Also, if you start seeing 1111, that is your sign that this person is still thinking about you. This person is working their way back to you. Group 1, I am sending you so much love, so much magic. Again, if you want to chat with me one-on-one, if you want to ask even more specific questions about your ex, about when things are happening, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, I can always be found on the Mystica app, which I will link below. We can chat for as long as you want about whatever you want, and there is so much magic that happens in that space. So I cannot wait to talk with you there. And I'm just sending you all the blessings, all the love, and I'm sending your ex all the blessings and all the love because they're really going through it right now. But please know that they love you and they are thinking about you every step of the way. Hello, my gorgeous group number 2. This is the group that chose the pile of cards in the very middle. I am so excited to share this reading with you today. Let's jump right in. So the first card that comes forward, group number 2, says, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Your ex is doing big things right now. I feel like meeting you was a wake-up call. They are getting toxic people out of their lives. They are switching careers. They are changing, the way they live. They're building positive habits. I just really feel like there was a great period where there was a lot of toxicity. There was a lot of stress. They were not making the best choices. And when they got space from you and when they realized that you deserve the world and you are the best thing that has ever happened to them, they knew that they couldn't mess around anymore. See how fragmented things are? This may also be letting go of certain addictions, bad habits. They really want to get their life in order so that they look and feel complete when they reach back out to you. There's just a lot of big magic happening right now with this person, and I just feel like they're more focused than ever. Like you have been a huge inspiration to them. So they are getting things aligned. I feel like things that you told them during the relationship of like, hey, watch out for this person, or hey, keep an eye on this thing, or hey, like we need better money habits, like whatever you told them in the relationship, it's all sinking in. And they really do want you to know how big of an impact you've had on them and how much you truly have transformed their life. The next card that comes forward is a channeled message directly from your ex. It says, I'm ready to take my mask off. I do think it's very interesting for this card to come forward. I really get the sense that your ex has been struggling to keep up appearances for a long time. And with most people in their life, they've been able to be that sort of like perfect version of themselves. But you saw through all of that. You saw them like nobody else ever has. And you showed them how incredible it is to be authentic, to be real, to be true to yourself, to be imperfect. You loved them even with their flaws. And I feel like that was a brand new experience for this person. So much so it sort of scared them. And it could be one of the reasons why they pulled back. It was just like way beyond their comfort zone in terms of how vulnerable they were. But I need you to know that it all had meaning, it all had purpose, because now they want to take that mask off. They want to be real with the world, they want to be real with you, and they want to be real with themselves. They're getting things aligned, they're getting things in order, and they're getting ready to be true to them, which is all you ever wanted, right? It breaks my heart when it takes a separation for somebody to have like a breakthrough or an aha moment, but I need you to know that this separation is important right now. There is a lot going on in this person's world, a lot of positive change. And like 96% of it is inspired by you and things that you said and things that you just are. The next card that comes forward says Starseed, what lights you up? I think this is such a beautiful card. I love this. You know, we talked about the ex getting aligned. We talked about them wanting to take their mask off. I love this card because it shows somebody looking out into the infinite unknown. Your ex is figuring out what it is they really want in life, okay? I really feel like you made them realize that they want more, that they were settling for the bare minimum in so many areas of their life, that they were not doing what lit them up, they were doing what they were told to do, they were following society or what parents or what, you know, their community wanted. It's almost like they were turned away from all this, and now they're looking out into this open air and they're figuring out what actually would bring them joy and purpose and magic in life. And again, this idea did not come out of nowhere. Being around you and being in your energy like shook them awake. And they realized that there is more to life. I feel like they saw the choices you've made, the journey that you've been on. And so they're going on their own little journey now. But I need you to know this. They miss you so incredibly much. I feel a deep pain in this person's heart. I really do. When I feel into their energy, it's like, yes, they're getting things aligned. They're becoming more real, more honest, figuring out what they love. But oh my gosh, do they miss you more than anything. The connection here feels really strong. This feels like a soulmate level relationship, okay? I need to come forward and say that. And there are certain times when soulmates and twin flames separate. There's something that they need to figure out. There's something that they need to do on their own. And it can be so heartbreaking. But I just don't feel like it's over with this person. This feels like a little, what's it called when you just sort of veer off the path and then come back onto it and then join back together? It just feels temporary, and they miss you and they cannot wait to get back to you and show you all the ways that they've changed. I also want to point out that I do feel there were some problems in this relationship. Problems that made this person take a really good hard look in the mirror. And that self-reflection has been profound, and it's all playing out right now. I also have the study card, so I love this card. This could mean a few different things. For one, it could mean that your ex is finally going back to school. They're finally getting a certificate, a license. There's something that they've always wanted to do. They're figuring out what lights them up and what feels aligned and what's authentic. They are finally diving into this thing that they talked to you about, and it could be more esoteric. It could be more spiritual work. It could be a hobby, but there's something that they are diving into and really letting themselves enjoy. And I feel a lot of like sparkles and tingles and excitement around this. Like they cannot wait to show you what it is. I just keep hearing the phrase transformation, like cocoon, caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. They are in that cocoon right now. But on the other side of all this, there's going to be so much change and so much love. And I want to say that if you've been praying for this person or sending them good energy or sending them good thoughts, because I feel like that's something you do, please know it is affecting them. Please know it is reaching them and really nudging them in that right direction in their life. Because again, I see them sort of going off the trail, being alone for a bit, and then whoop, back to you. I also have this card for group number 2 that says, no one understands me like you do. Your ex needs you to know this. They need you to hear this, okay? I can sense that there's a little bit of fear coming up, right? You're like, oh my gosh, they're becoming this better person. They're learning and they're growing and they're being more vulnerable. Who might they meet, right? It's you. No one understands them like you do. They know this. They want to tell you this so badly. And I also keep hearing like, it's always been you. It's always been you. Like, don't doubt that. Don't worry about it. Just trust, have faith, trust. Because at the end of the day, you saw right through them in the most beautiful way. You encouraged them to do things that lit up their heart and made them happy. You just wanted the best for this person. No one else in their life has ever done what you've done for this person. You understand them and they miss you and they love you, and like, I cannot emphasize that enough. And I do feel like they want to tell you these things. I feel like they're looking at your social media. I feel like they're watching you. I feel like they pick up the phone and they want to text you. But they've really committed to taking this time to make better choices, to change, to grow, to evolve. And they want it to be the right moment to come back together. They want to feel kind of whole and complete and ready in a sense. And then lastly, I have one more really special message of validation. It says, you are so different from everyone around me. There's no one like you. No one understands them like you do. You're so different, okay? I feel like you already know that in your heart. I feel like you already know that you are one of a kind and you have been one of a kind for them. You are unforgettable. When it comes to this person, you are truly unforgettable. It's like you're the light at the end of the tunnel and they are one step closer to reaching that light, to reaching you every single day. You have been the biggest blessing in this person's life and they cannot wait to come home to you. Like I just got chills. I feel that so strong. This is the power of twin flame love. This is the power of soulmate love. Somebody who really helps you recognize who you are and what you need to do to evolve to be the highest level version of yourself. So please know that just by being you, you have completely changed and transformed this person's life. This ex loves you, they miss you, they want to come home to you, they're on their way back, and just know that they're going to be this different person in a really beautiful way. I want to roll our magic die and I want to see what number comes forward. This would be either the number of days, weeks, or months, just a special number about when you're going to hear from this person next, okay? Okay, 4. We have 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 months, or the 4th of the month. So keep an eye out for the number 4 and make sure that this upcoming week you keep your eyes peeled because you're going to see the angel number 444 quite a few times. I know it for sure, okay? And that's going to be your sign that this reading is accurate and true, that it applies to you, and that you are never alone. Your guides and your angels are with you. This is what your ex has been hiding. This is what they're dying to tell you. I hope this message uplifts you, and I want to remind you that if you want to talk to me further, you can always find me on the Mystica app. You and I can chat one-on-one together. I will answer all of your questions. We have the best time on the Mystica app. Sending you so much love, so much magic, so many blessings. Have a magical day, group number 2. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. If you are in group number 3, you chose the stack of cards that was on the right side of the screen. This reading is powerful. Let's dive right in. So the first thing that your ex wants you to know is they are working on their boundaries, okay? I feel like so many people want something from them all the time. It's like these hands are reaching out and grabbing. I feel like people have had a big influence in their lives. I almost feel like there were third parties involved in this breakup. People got in their ear. There was gossip. There was opinions. There was something that just pulled them away that really wasn't what they wanted to do, but they were heavily, heavily influenced. So right now, see this beautiful person and she's got her hands outstretched, okay? And she is saying, no more. Or he, depending who your ex is. They do not want to deal with these outside opinions anymore. They really want to make their own independent choices, and they're really reflecting on all the ways that people have sort of pushed them around in the past and influenced them to do things that really weren't in alignment with what they wanted. This person might also have, children or family that really, really ask a lot of them and almost maybe try to control them in a way. And so your ex wants you to know what they've been hiding is that they are really trying to change this pattern. They do not want to deal with this anymore. They want to make their own decisions. They want to have their own truth. And I also feel I'm hearing like, I'm so sorry, I let other people get in the way. That feels really big when it comes to a reason why things ended. And they're honestly a little embarrassed. It's like they just can't believe that, as a grown adult, they let that happen. But they're learning, they're setting new boundaries, they're changing things. And they want to have this aura of protection around them so that when they come back to you, these hands can't touch your relationship. The next card I have for you, group number 3, says power. Your ex is finally realizing that they have agency and say and power in their lives, okay? Again, we talked about these people that always seem to be grabbing at them, that always seem to be wanting something. And they're learning that they have the power to say no. They have the power to set boundaries. They have the power to take control of their own life, okay? This to me feels like an ex who just let things get out of hand, got carried away with everything going on in the outside world, and they are calling back their power. When they lost you, they really realized how powerless they had let themselves become. And so they're making those changes, they're making those choices, and they want you to know that when you get back together, you're not going to see that same old version of them. People will not be able to influence them, push them around, or sway them anymore. Okay, the next thing your ex wants you to know is they really are having alone time. This is interesting because even if, let's say, they're with somebody new right now, that person is not the right person for them. Like, they're feeling quite alone in that situation. But I honestly get the feeling that they are alone, okay? They're trying to gain clarity. They want to be by themselves just for this little bit of time. And in that time, they are thinking about you constantly. I feel that everything reminds them of you, and all of their thoughts continue to sway back to you. I think it's really important that they are spending some alone time because they have spent very little alone time, okay? They've had all these people reaching at them, grabbing at them. And so to have this alone time right now feels so sacred. They want you to know that they're really taking this time apart seriously and that they don't see it as a forever separation. It's just like a pause in the story. Okay, the next card we have for this person says, I am healing. Please be patient with me. This ex wants you to wait. They want you to wait for them. It's like they're embarrassed to say it out loud. They feel like it would be crazy for them to ask you that after everything you've been through. They know it wouldn't be fair, but deep down, they want you to be patient. They want you to wait. They want you to know that there is healing and there is reunion and there is a happily ever after at the end of all of this. I feel like if their soul could tell you one message from this reading, it's this. I also feel like there's gratitude for the patience you've already had, even if you feel like that patience is growing thin, which is so understandable. You've been through so much. And you've waited, and you still feel that energetic pull between this person and you, and there's a reason that you feel that and you are not imagining it. It's because after this alone time, after this growth, they want to be back with you. They want to return to you healed and whole. And they don't ever want to let outside influence get in the way ever again. This next card, made me gulp, okay? It says, I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. This person is a little bit of a recovering people pleaser. Again, they're taking back their power. They're setting these new boundaries. They're spending this time alone. They're figuring it all out. But I really feel like they want to apologize for this. They can't believe that they let it get so out of hand. They can't believe that other people's thoughts and opinions of you overrode their own knowing of who you are, of the relationship you shared, of the magic between you. Something I hear and something I feel is, I will never let this happen again. They will never let this happen again. They will treasure you. They will cherish you. They will hold on to you. They still need a little bit more time to sort things out, but this will not repeat. They're very ashamed that they let people manipulate them. They're very ashamed that they let people tug at their heart and pull them away from something so amazing. And again, they're asking you to please be patient with them. Because I feel like this is a big lesson their soul came to learn, that it's okay to go your own way. It's okay to walk on your own path. It's okay if people either disapprove or have their opinions. It's none of their business, right? So there's just a lot happening here. And I do feel that they sincerely want to apologize. They feel just so humiliated that they let this happen, but that they will never let it happen again. Another card that came forward is, I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. This person is putting in the time, they're putting in the work. If there's any insecurities you have, if there's any part of you that feels like, oh my gosh, they're just living this carefree life, they've forgotten all about me, they've moved on, absolutely not the case. They're healing, they're growing, they've had huge breakthroughs since you've been apart. And they want you to see this version of them. They want to come home to you when they feel like they've arrived in themselves. And there's a very special energy here. It's like, not only did you have that soulmate connection, not only was this a powerful relationship, not only is the love still very much alive, but I feel like there was a friendship component here too. Like at the end of the day, you just loved being with this person, loved talking to them. You want the best for each other. And so even though it's hard, I feel like deep down you know that this separation and this time has been really necessary. Because this is a huge, pain point and weak point in this person. And it's time for them to grow. Okay, we also have the card that says birthing a new age, bringing in new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This, I feel, is them looking forward at the future. Their arms are outstretched, the stars are twinkling, everything is possible. Things are going to be better than you ever expected. There's going to be new beginnings here. It's not that you're just going to pick up where you left off. It's going to be an entirely new story, an entirely new chapter. And it's going to be brighter and more magical and more freeing than the relationship you knew. I mean, just look at the comparison, right? Between this card and boundaries. This person is freeing themselves right now. It's an entirely different energy. And this is what's ahead. And it gives me chills and it makes me excited because I feel like something miraculous is coming with this person. You know that it's not over. You know that there's more. And let this be your sign. Let this be your indication that you are correct. And that they want it too more than anything. Okay, this last card breaks my heart a little bit, but this is something that they need you to know, okay? I cry at night. This person is devastated without you. They miss you so much. The weight of the regret is killing them, but they are using that regret to sort of inspire themselves to be this better person, to grow, to change, to just evolve in this really powerful way. Because I love this. I am healing. Please be patient with me. They want to come back to you as this glowing, beautiful person. They don't want people to manipulate them ever again. They don't want these boundaries crossed ever again. They don't want to cry at night ever again. They just want to grow. They want to step into their power and they want to be with you. Something that I'd love to do for you is roll my die, and it will tell us the number of days, weeks, months, or the date that you will hear from this person, okay? All right, we have the number 3. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or on the 3rd of the month. So keep an eye out for the number 3, and also 333. That's going to be your angel number this week, okay? I want you to comment that angel number below and keep an eye out for it. You're going to start seeing it everywhere. When you see 333, know that this reading is valid and true for you. All right, my beautiful loves, this is what your ex has been hiding. This is the truth you've been needing to know. If you want to work with me further, if you want to ask me one-on-one questions, there is nothing that I would love more. You can find me on the Mystica app. I will link it down below in the description, and I am there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings from about 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And that's where we can connect and talk. And oh my gosh, the magic that happens on the Mystica app, I have no words for. So I'm so excited to chat with you then. And yeah, drop a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you, how this feels. I cannot wait to hear how it goes. That is all for today, my beautiful soul family. I am sending you so much magic, so much love, so much light, so many blessings. You are worthy of the world. You have such a beautiful heart and soul, and I am so happy that we could spend this time together. Again, please, please, please make sure that you subscribe, like, drop a comment. Let me know which card pile you chose. Let me know if the reading resonated. Let me know if you claim it. I love looking through comments. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when new videos drop. And of course, come find me on the Mystica app. I cannot wait to chat with you and answer all of your questions. I love you, I love you, I love you. Have a most magical day. Bye.